What's up guys, this is GameStruct, I'm Mizey, and welcome back to the channel. Now before I get started with the top 3 games of 2020, I want to say that we have a second channel called Reaction in Action, and it's me and my dad reacting to all kinds of videos and stuff. We're reacting to trailers, music, so if you like us over here, then go and go check out us in Reaction in Action. We got a lot of good stuff going on over there. Now let's get into this video. Alright, before we get into the top 3 list, I got one honorable mention. Fall Guys. Fall Guys was a great game. It was big only for like a couple weeks, and then, you know, Among Us came and just destroyed it. But it was a great game when it was in its prime for like a week or two. It was great. It was really fun to play. You could probably still play it now. There probably are still some people playing it, but only like tryhards are playing it now. But it was really fun at the time. The design on the game was sweet. The way, you know, your character moved, that was a bit annoying, but I get it. You gotta make the game difficult. But yeah, it was really fun. It's very, very fun to play with friends. If you're playing it by yourself, it's not really that fun. But if you're playing it with friends, it's totally fun. Don't take it serious at all. It's only, it's really only made just to laugh at it. But yeah, it was a really fun game. Really fun to play with friends. And yeah, that's Fall Guys. So now let's get into the top 3 games of 2020. Let's do it. Coming in on 3rd in my list is gonna be Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now, to be honest, I didn't really play that many games that came out in 2020. I played a lot of games during 2020, but not too many games that came out in 2020. But this was one of my favorite ones. This game was awesome. I think it was really good. I wish the game was a lot longer. It was like really short. The game was very short. It kind of felt like a cash grab a little bit, but it was really good. At least I don't think it was $60, so that much is good. It's because it didn't deserve the price of $60 because it wasn't long enough to charge $60. So I think it was like 40 or something, or maybe it was 60. Maybe I'm tripping, but it was a great game. The characters were awesome. Miles Morales was awesome in the game. The story was great. The gameplay was exactly the same as the other Spider-Man. The swinging was exactly the same too. But I still do appreciate them, you know, making Miles Morales a character and giving him his own game. I never even heard of Miles Morales except for that one movie, Into the Spider-Verse. That was the only place I saw Miles Morales at. That was it. But this game, it has the same map too. It's in New York, just like the old Spider-Man was. But I didn't remember that. I mean, I recognized the map, but the map is so big it doesn't really matter. Now this game was really short. I got to like 95% completion. That's really rare, because games, to get 100% completion, you gotta do a lot of tedious stuff. You gotta go here, collect that, and do this. But this game, I got 95%. That just shows that this game is really, really small. It's not a long game at all. I heard some people played it and it took them like one night just to beat the game. Like, they were gonna stream it, they were gonna record it, but they ended up beating it in the first night. Luckily that wasn't me. It took me about 3 to 4 nights to finally complete the game. But yeah, this is 3rd on my list. Spider-Man Miles Morales. Okay, this is the 2nd game on my list. Coming in 2nd is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now this game, I was expecting a lot from this game. I'm a huge fan of the Assassin's Creed trilogy. I played from the new ones, I played Origins and Odyssey, and now I've played Valhalla too. I played a lot of the old ones, but I'm just going to talk about the new ones. Now, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I was expecting a lot from it. I was anticipating it, I was expecting a lot. I was very excited for it. This game completely delivered for me. I think it was great. I think the graphics were the best out of any Assassin's Creed so far by a long shot. The graphics are insane. I bet they look even better on the PS5. I don't have the PS5. I was playing this on PS4, but I'm sure it looks crazy good on the PS5. The gameplay is kind of the same to the old ones, but you know, there is some new stuff, but the loot system is very different. Now in Odyssey and Origins, those you're getting new armor, new weapons, new everything every time you fight somebody. They always drop something. Now in this game, It's like it's like you have to go in these tombs, go in these caves, go all in these tricky areas just to get like an axe, just to get a helmet, just to get some shoes or something, some boots. Now, I much more prefer every time you fight somebody, every like 10 minutes you're getting new armor versus every, 5 to 6 hours you're getting armor. Because that's how it is in Valhalla. You're rarely getting new gear. They want you to just upgrade your gear, which is like go get these materials and then upgrade your armor, upgrade your weapon, do that. But I prefer, just getting new armor. It keeps it new, it keeps it fresh to me. But that's one thing I didn't like about the game. Now the story was extremely complicated, but that's nothing new to Assassin's Creed. Their storylines are always like just so complicated. But I did like the story, but I didn't like it more than, Odyssey or Origins. The characters in it, the characters are pretty good. Eivor's okay. He's not cooler than Cassandra or Bayek in the old games, but he's pretty cool though. He's cool enough. The main characters at your village, they're cool. They're cool. I don't have nothing wrong with them, but the village itself is I actually really liked upgrading a village and upgrading, building it up, building all these huts and stuff for your people. They just should have had a better reward, because I was just upgrading these houses and stuff and I was getting nothing in return. So that kind of sucked, but it was still fun to upgrade your village and see it build up and get better and better throughout the game. This game was very long. Of course, because it's Assassin's Creed, so it's going to be a very long game. I put 99 hours into this game. 1 hour away from 100, I know. I'm literally like 99 hours and 20 minutes into the game, but that's how long it took me to beat the game and get everything out of it that I wanted. Of course, I didn't 100% complete it. Like, who does that to an Assassin's Creed game? But I did end up, playing 99 hours. Okay, let's talk about how Eivor himself is not a assassin. This is nothing new. This is not a spoiler, because the last two games, they weren't, except for maybe Origins, you can consider him the first assassin. But in Odyssey, the Spartan one, the main character is not an assassin at all. He or she doesn't even have the hidden blade. There's no assassinating, there's no assassins in the game, or Templars or Order of the Ancients, anything. Now in Odyssey, you're fighting the Cult of Cosmos, which is like, what? I don't care about this stupid group of Cosmos, I don't care about them. I just want to, be an assassin with my hidden blade and kill some people, But not in that one. Now in this one, you are killing Templars or Order of the Ancients. I don't know what they go by in this game, but you are assassinating them. But you're not an assassin. You're like kind of doing it for a favor to an assassin. I don't know why he can't go do it himself. I gotta go kill all of the Templars. But it's whatever. At least you got the hidden blade. I get to use that. The stealth is a lot better than in Odyssey. In Odyssey and Origins, the stealth was terrible. It was complete just fighting. If you went to an outpost, you're fighting. You're not assassinating anybody. Not in those games. But in this one, it's a lot better. The stealth is a lot better. Now the map itself, I don't think even Odyssey or Valhalla beats Origins in the map. I thought Egypt was the perfect place to have an Assassin's Creed game. And you could climb up those pyramids, you can do all kinds of stuff. I thought that was so cool. So Origins totally wins the map for me. This map was okay. I think Odyssey was better than this map. This map was really small. This map was like as small as Origins was, really. I know Odyssey was like gigantic. It was like bigger than like Skyrim or something, like giant. Now this one's a bit smaller, but it works for the game. There's two sections. There's Norway, and then you go to a new place in the game. Now Norway is a kind of a tutorial area, and then you go and actually play the game once you're out of the tutorial, pretty much. Yeah, this game, I do think this is the worst one out of the new games. I think Odyssey and Origins was better than Valhalla. That's just me, but I still like the game a lot. I still think the game was great. I just think Origins and Odyssey was better. But that doesn't mean I don't like the game. I like the game a lot. That's why it comes in second on my top 3 games from 2020. Now let's move on to number 1. Alright, and number 1, my game of the year, the winner of the top 3 2020 games, is Ghost of Tsushima. This game, I was not anticipating this game. I wasn't excited for it at all. I just went on YouTube and it was trending everywhere. And then I clicked on somebody playing it, and I saw the first beginning where he's riding that horse into battle. And then I stopped and I was like, okay, that looks fire. Everybody's playing it. So I go ahead and I get it and I play it. This game was incredible. This game definitely was the 2020 game of the year. There's nothing that even comes close. Like, there's nothing. I know Valhalla was awesome, but this beats Valhalla. It's like not, you can't even discuss, you can't even argue that Valhalla was better than this. You can't. This game, the story was so good. The graphics were pretty good. The graphics were good. I do think maybe Valhalla had better graphics, but the graphics are great. Now, the gameplay, the way you fight with your sword, the way you gotta switch stances while you're fighting, it's crazy. It's probably, I think, maybe the best sword fighting game out there for gameplay. I think it might be the best one so far. The way you switch stances and the way you call people out to come duel, it's so cool how you do all that in Ghost of Tsushima. The story is awesome. It's about, this guy named Jin Sakai, and dang, I haven't played it in a while, kind of forgot, but he becomes the ghost, and he's like abandoning his way of the samurai, which is like, you never kill somebody, like in stealth. You never kill somebody unhonorably, like stab them in the back or something, which is something you do all the time in the game because you're sneaking up on people and stabbing them. But that's not the way samurais did it back in the day. They were very honorable and respectful, and fought face to face. But now Jin Sakai, he's come up behind you and cut your head off. If you play the game, hey, you do that a lot. Literally cut somebody's head off without them even ever seeing you. That's tough. Now the map was awesome. I love that this game had fast travel. The fast travel in this game is probably the best fast travel I've seen in any game ever. Everywhere you went, if it was a hut, if it was a place you just got an ability from, if it's a outpost, anything, you can fast travel back there. And you literally just have to be out of combat, and then you go and fast travel. There's so many places to fast travel on the map. There were so many fast travel points. That's why it has probably the best fast travel out of any game I've ever played, I think. So that's great. I don't want to be riding around the map forever, on my horse. That gets so annoying. It literally is just, a time filler, just to say, just so the company can say that they got people to play this many hours or something. Not this game. This game has fast travel everywhere. I love that about this. The customization was really cool. I like how each outfit gives you, stats and something. Like, this outfit will make people not see you. This outfit will make you stronger. This outfit will make you your attacks stronger. It's all kinds of stuff like that. There was a lot of stuff to do. You could go to this place, your health will increase. Go to this place, you'll get a new hat. Go to this place, you'll get a new sword case. All kinds of stuff like that. There was a lot of abilities in the game. This game was great. It's a 10 out of 10, and it is game of the year. I know it didn't actually win game of the year, but that stuff is rigged. You don't pay attention to actual game of the year. They don't know what they're talking about. They probably never even played any of the games. They don't know what they're talking about. This was game of the year. This game was crazy. This game was, oh my god, the ending of this game, like the way it ends perfectly. And it's a multiple choice ending, so you can choose between 2 endings. It was great. It was great. It was it's game of the year for me. And yeah, that's my top 3 list. That's my list, the top 3 2020 games. Yeah, so Spider-Man was in 3rd, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla is 2nd, and Ghost of Tsushima is is first. Absolutely. Now, like the video and comment if you want me to do more lists. I could do another one, you know, most anticipated games of 2021. It's a lot of good games coming out this year. And or I could do, you know, the most trash games of 2020, because there was some dookie. I played a lot of dookie, some very, very disappointing games too. So I could do the most trash games of 2020, and I could do the most anticipated games of 2021. But I'm gonna end it here. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you like my list. This is truly my my list. Ghost of Tsushima completely wins for me. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. GameStruck out.